Hi guys, welcome to my channel. First time here, welcome. Not your first time, thanks for coming back. So, new band alert, technically, I guess? I don't know. So, I'm going to check out Skyhooks, and I'm freaking excited to do it. Technically I've been introduced to Skyhooks, but through Shirley Strong, which was during a solo performance, right? Of Moving in the 70s. And it was a great freaking song, super casual, absolutely loved it. It was during the sound check. So if you haven't checked out that video, I'll leave a link for it in the description. I learned about Skyhooks, I believe, that way, because what I found is Skyhooks is a 1970s glam rock band. What? How did I not hear of a freaking glam rock band from the 1970s? I was all about glam rock. Early 70s glam rock? You freaking kidding me? Absolutely love it. I'm going to say right now, hands down, greatest glam band of all time, just for that category only. Sweet. 100% freaking sweet, right? But you had different artists that, were dipping their toes in that genre, or started out in that genre, went into different directions in their careers too. But yeah, during this time, right, 70s, the glam rock, I mean, really, you had big boys like Bowie in there, right? Mock the Hoople. So you had a lot of British bands like that. Then you had the New York scene with New York Dolls and freaking Kiss, Lou Reed. And later on, you had stuff like Iggy Pop. I mean, there was all Slade, great glam band. Man, I love glam rock. So how the hell did I not hear of these guys? There are a couple of bands I've been looking into, checking out, that were older, maybe glam rock bands that I didn't really know much by. So maybe I know something. Maybe I know one of these songs. And I had a couple of recommendations. And this one, what is it? Horror Story? Is it the name of the song? The horror movie. So that's the song I'm going to start with. I think I got the most recommendations of something like a $1 Million Riff, a greatest riff, or something like that. So flood me in the comments. Let me know the direction I need to go with this band, because I'll check out as much as possible. So I found the original video. I'm going to start with that. There's a great live version. Let me know. I'll check that out also. But I'm going to start with the horror movies, the original video. And I'm freaking excited. Headphones up on the melon. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube-y stuff, and help me out with those algorithm gods. I hear it gives you great karma points. That's what I hear. But I'm not one to gossip. Let's check out the freaking Skyhooks. Or just Skyhooks. That's trippy. I hope they're wearing cool costumes and makeup. Looks like they will be. What the hell is that? I gotta see what kind of guitars they're jamming out with.
Watch a horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Shocking me right out of my brain. Shocking me right out of my brain. Watch a horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Shocking me right out of my brain. Shocking me right out of
Whack 'em.
You think it's just a movie on a silver screen, and they're all actors and they won't sing. Maybe you don't care who's gonna lose or win. Listen to this and I'll tell you something. It's a horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie and there's load of views. Horror movie, it's a 6:30 news. Horror
6:30
movie,
news?
It's a 6:30 news. The perfect waiting for the guilt and the hate. Switch on the station, oh yeah. They do it down and sell it, bring the fire and the yelling. You believe it when they tell it, oh yeah. It's a horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie right there on my TV. Horror movie and there's load of views. Horror movie, it's a 6:30 news. Horror movie, it's a 6:30 news. And it's shocking me right out of my brain.
That was a bop. That was a freaking banger. That freaking outfit's crazy. Alright, that was a cool little banger to start out with, right? I can see, it's super catchy, right? Super catchy song. There was a let's try that without sounding drunk. A familiarity to that, to the chorus. I feel like I may have heard it, or I have heard it in the past at some point, but when, where, I have no freaking idea. No idea. But I feel like I've heard that. At some point, I've heard that. So, like I said, great beginning. They look cool. They have a cool vibe. This song was, well, I guess I didn't understand. Well, I did understand the whole thing. He was talking about a horror movie right there on the TV screen, and then he started talking about the 6:30 news, right? So what he's saying is basically reality of what's happening. That's a freaking horror story. Is what I'm I'm picking up from this, right? It was the six in America, in the U.S. The 6:30 news is like the national news. The 6 o'clock news would be your local news. 6:30 news is national news. Is that how it works in Australia, or is it the 6:30 news is more of a local thing? I guess that would help me figure out the vibe. Is it the local news or the national news? That's a horror story or a horror movie on the TV screen. It could be freaking either one though. Doesn't really matter. So that was a vibe. It's cool looking at, because I only got to see Cheryl once, right? Doing that backstage. Well, backstage. It was more of a it was a sound check, and dude was super casual. Hand in the pocket the whole time, just belting out his thing, and it took off. But super interesting character. So I read a little bit. I read more of the comments about him, and it turns out that he had a home improvement show. Because I read about him. It said and carpenter, and that totally makes sense. He had a home improvement show, so he's kind of just a celebrity type person, right? Throughout the 70s, maybe went on his own solo career throughout the 80s, and then had a TV show, a carpentry show, or a home improvement show. That's what the vibe I've got off of him. So super interesting character, tragic ending also, and that's always something sad to hear about. And somebody had mentioned in the comments, a couple of times, a couple of people mentioned it in the comments about his passing. I did notice that when I was reading basically about him. So that's a sad thing. Dealing with somebody or one of your childhood heroes passing away is a big thing. I learned that many years ago. Actually, when I was a kid and Elvis passed, and I saw the way everybody's mom freaked out. It was crazy. Still have never seen a reaction to a celebrity death like I did when Elvis passed. Ozzy was really big, right? It was huge. Still nothing compared to the passing of Elvis. Freddie Mercury passing, huge. Nothing compared to that. It was absolutely just mind-boggling. Like every mom in every neighborhood were meeting up in different houses, and it was absolutely crazy. And I didn't really know who the frick Elvis was. Didn't really know much. I was like 6, 7 when it happened. 6, 7. I don't know. But anyways, that was a lot of babbling for nothing. I'm excited to check out an awful lot more of Skyhooks. Let me know the next song I'm going to check out. And if you know of any glam rock bands that I may not have heard of, let me know. I'm excited to check them out too if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you soon.